afternoon ball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Braves will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Luke Weaver gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Atlanta, center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Row? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit. Too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Before the 0-2, look to first. Back in standing. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Stepping up now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pham giving chase. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Ryan Schimpf.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Schimpf. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0. Inciarte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got the average to 321, 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Flowers, a 32-year-old veteran. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Scott Kazmir gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Rose, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Two-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Dexter Fowler is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Another full count pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another full count pitch home. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
A payoff pitch one more time. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals' starting lineup. Nero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Freeman ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Digging in now, Tommy Pham. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Pham, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Redbirds are turned away in the first. We're on to the second from St. Louis. Scoreless on the show. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Wong is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
So digging in now, Lane Adams. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. First pitch on its way. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting in, shortstop.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch late there, and it's ball 1. Today's ball game gives the Braves a chance to end the series on a really high note. A win will complete the sweep.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
No score here as we play inning number 2. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Stepping up to the plate, Scott Kazmir. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. But this will get foul for strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. He's on the move again from first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Paul DeYoung.
First offering on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Count 1 and 2.
The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And a glove flip for 1. But they will not have a shot at two. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Now a snap move over to first. A dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ozuna leads off first with one away. Chopped weakly to the left. Schimpf scoops it up. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping into the box, Ender Inciarte, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Inciarte is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Hit in the air out to left. Ozuna is under it. One out. So one man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Standing in, Ozzie Albies 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Jerko has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. They're down 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. Albies brings it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting ninth, catcher, Luke Weaver.
In now, Luke Weaver. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Here's Colton Wong now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
A ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Adams is there, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. Cards lead it 1-0. Now in the box, Ryan Schimpf. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Wong. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Striding in once again, Tyler Flowers. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
In now, Lane Adams. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
The count is 1 and 2.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2 and 2. Markakis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This one's down to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. It remains 1-0. At the plate, Dexter Fowler flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 28, Tommy Pham.
Striding into the box, Tommy Pham 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
A wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker. 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. DeYoung, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll start off the fifth in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Ball one.
Oh, that's inside.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Stepping in now, Scott Kazmir. Now a bunt attempt here. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Swanson leads off second with one gone in the inning. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
1-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1 home. Just catches the inside corner for strike two. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number two. Runner at second here with one man out. Full count to Ender Inciarte. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ozzie Albies is on deck. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 1, second baseman,
So stepping in, Ozzie Albies, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Jed Jerko, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. He'll try again. 1-2. In the air now out to left field. Moving under it, Adams. One down.
The left fielder, number 23, Marcell Ozuna.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First offering on its way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. One out, nobody on. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2-0 count. The pitch. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Bases are empty. One man out. Three and 1 to the Cardinals left fielder. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. High in the air. And there's out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Kazmir has his target. 1-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So striding forward now, Freddie Freeman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Freddie Freeman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 21 for him on the season, and the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Now batting.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fowler has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. A ball and a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
And he misses 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. Waiting on deck is Nick Markakis. Changeup too low. He walked him.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A cold strike on the inside corner. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Has a look, now the pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Another 1-2 delivery. Hit softly on the ground to first. The second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got 1 out.
Into the box now, Lane Adams. Soft liner towards short. And he'll throw against his body to first. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead, all tied at 1-1. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Yadier Molina.
First delivery to him on the way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Again, a 1-2. And that's swung on and missed by Molina as he sat down on strikes for the first out.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Jose Martinez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. That batting average for him at .355. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Markakis. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Second baseman, number 16, Open. On.
Fulton Wong will stand in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. And now a pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Grounder down the line at third. Schimpf picks it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Sean Gilmartin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36, Sean Gilmartin.
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The 0-1 on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
in for the Braves, Scott Kazmir. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. A curveball hit right back at him. There's one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
In now, Ender Inciarte. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. As a look, now the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Swinging a hard liner to center field. That's in there, base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Shoots this one over to first. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And that run will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Schimpf. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Albies over at second. Freeman at first. 2 out in the inning. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 35 now on the season, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Stepping in now, Tyler Flowers. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Cardinals 1. Grant Dayton gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Tommy Pham, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
0-1, here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson picks it up, and he's safe.
Oh, he's in there.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game. right now if you're going to find a way.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Now that's popped up. Albies has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Adams is after it. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 23, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players. Here
comes the 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Swanson over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cards get one in the inning on the RBI double. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 5-2. Now we're going to have conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Dominic Leone is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Harrison Bader is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now to the plate, Nick Markakis. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Here's the pitch. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 1-1 lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pham has a read on it. 1 down. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Stepping into the box, Lane Adams. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-0 in the air out to right. Fowler has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 delivery. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains 5-2. Sam Freeman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Sam Freeman.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First offering on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Ball one. The Braves are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. Solo shot here to the left. Fourth home run for him on the season. And it's a 5-3 game now.
It's easy to be a pitcher at this level. Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Now batting, left fielder,
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No outs, nobody on. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
second baseman, number 16,
Here's Colton Wong now. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Bader leads off second with nobody out. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
All even at 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Dexter Fowler, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. A runner at second, nobody out. Him up. Schimpf is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
now batting, right fielder,
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. That winds up foul. Here's the 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, and the throw by Markakis is a beauty. He is out at home plate.
Center fielder, number 28, Tommy.
Settling in now, Tommy Pham. Arodys Vizcaíno takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
First offering on its way. Here's a strike. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-1 pitch. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. On to the 9th inning now from Busch Stadium. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Arodys Vizcaíno, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ender Inciarte. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. From the stretch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
And he takes a cold strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pham has a play. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Albies, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. One there. On to Carpenter. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Paul DeYoung.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Third baseman number 3, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Previously against Vizcaíno. Not a big sample size. 0 for 1. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. In line for the victory is Scott Kazmir if our current score holds. Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Vizcaíno is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Greg Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Greg Garcia.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Comes in here right at 260. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will put this one away. And the Braves go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Atlanta put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Scott Kazmir earns win number 7 on the season. Arodys Vizcaíno records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. 7 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-3. In the standings, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, and the Braves sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division. Odrisamir Despaigne won his 4th game thus far, leading Miami past the Mets 5-4. At the start of the day, the Marlins sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Mets are at the bottom of the division. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Nats 6-5. As of today, the Phillies sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, and the Nationals are atop the division. The Cubs earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-4. As of right now, the Cubs sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, while the Twins
Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. CC Sabathia gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Stepping up to the plate, Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now the first pitch from CC. First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting third, first baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called as Clyde Washington's strike zone may have expanded a bit there, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Mike Foltynewicz gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, this team has to be hoping Matt Duffy gets it going really soon. He's coming off a month where he really slumped at the plate. Didn't even pick up 15 hits. Maybe he breaks out here and we get to see the player that we all expect to see. I know the patience is wearing thin.
Next for New York, Jace Peterson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up, and this is off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Batting fourth, captain.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. No balls and 1 strike. Peterson is off at first with 2 away. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. runners off for second. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. One left for the Yankees, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. Previous history with Sabathia, he's collected 11 hits in 39 at-bats. He's also taken him deep 4 times. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hicks going back. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot there from Kurt Suzuki. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box, Charlie Culberson. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. That's wide, 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Heading out towards shallow right. Heading after it is Judge. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
There are two parts to every great catch. One, getting the right route to make the play, and two, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
At the plate, Ryan Schimpf, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Ready with the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now. Previous history with Sabathia, he's got 21 knocks in 71 at-bats. He's also driven in 9 runs. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dansby Swanson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
The next at bat for Atlanta, Lane Adams. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. There's a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Giancarlo Stanton now. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
Here's Neil Walker. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Line to the right side. And Walker will reach. It's a base hit. Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Walker, base runner at first with one out. Fouled off. Suzuki might try to make a play on it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll check in here at 256. 8 home runs and 33 driven in. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. 2 out with the man at first. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte on the run. And that's the third out. Yanks strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in to try it again, Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. 1-1. Line softly toward the hole, and one gone.
The batter, second baseman, Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is skied out toward right. Judge is there. 2 down.
First baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First time up, he went down looking. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Duffy is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. And his now at the plate, Matt Duffy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Matt Duffy.
First offering on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Number 12, Jace Peterson.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson. A base hit in his first trip. Pitch on the way. And that's high for a ball. 1-0.
1-0.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in off the plate.
That's a ball. 2-1.
One out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back. With more Monday Night Baseball following this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt Suzuki. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Boy, this guy right here, that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Walker waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Digging in, Charlie Culberson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch from CC. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Judge is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, third baseman, Ryan Schiff.
At the plate, Ryan Schimpf.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Popped him up. Walker is there. And the inning is over. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he lays off the curveball. Strike three called, and that's going to be out number one.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Stepping in, Neil Walker. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. And there he goes towards second. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued 0-0.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A high fastball is in there. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And you can see the top 2 pitch velocities here. 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Now batting, Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. And that misses. 2-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
CC ready with the 2-1. 3-1 now.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Dansby Swanson. Here comes the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Judge is on his horse. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Standing in, Lane Adams. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Line drive to center field. Hicks makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they get the double play. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 1 and the Yankees. So striding in, Aaron Hicks. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. The 1-0. He's taken high above the zone.
2 balls, no strikes.
Three and 0 now.
3 balls.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted out. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Jace Peterson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. The 1-1 is taken below the zone for a ball. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Gary Sanchez. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1 home. It's taken down and in for a ball.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Peterson on second. Sanchez on at first with 2 down. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Here's Ender Inciarte. He's grounded out and lined out. Out in 2 trips. Now here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Stanton. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
First baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ready once again, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And Sabathia gets ahead here with the changeup. It's 0-1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Sabathia in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order. Here's Neil Walker. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Adams moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Curveball stays a little high that time.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing, so he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Peter Moylan will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Here's Brett Gardner now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. 2 out, nobody on. Another 0-2 home. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. He stays alive, still 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still tied 1 apiece. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kurt Suzuki. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
And not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Lying toward the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Peterson has room in foul territory. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Schimpf.
Ready for another shot now. Ryan Schimpf. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's running. And a step off. And they will tag him out between first and second. And whatever that was, it backfired, and there are 2 away. Now the first pitch from CC. Low for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 2-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Walker calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves go. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Way out in front.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
A ball and 2 strikes. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The batter, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Matt Duffy. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. This is line to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Into the box, Jace Peterson as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Set. Here's the 0-1 and a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball and a strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
A bouncer to the left side. Schimpf brings it in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. All tied at 1-1. Digging in once again, Nick Markakis. We thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Chad Green takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Green comes into the day third in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Digging in, Lane Adams. He was a double play victim last time around. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. Two and one. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman. Danny Santana will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field,
Rex Brothers will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
number 57, Rex Brothers.
Ready now, Gary Sanchez. They'll see what he can do leading off the homemade.
Gary Sanchez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Popped him up. Albies over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. Two very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. And that one stayed too low, apparently. His career history against Rex Brothers, he's 1 for 2. 2-0, here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ender Inciarte. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a line drive that's hauled in at first base. Tough break there as the leadoff man's retired to start the 9th. Stepping up now, Ozzie Albies. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Stanton on the run. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball's going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat.
And the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So coming to the plate, Didi Gregorius. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Ball 2.
That's a ball. 2-2.
Yanked fouled off to the right. The 2-2 one more time. This is pulled into right. Santana is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. His career history against Rex brothers, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
2 balls.
1 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Backhanded. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. high in the air out to center field. Inciarte on the run. He makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still tied 1 apiece. Digging in and looking for more, Kurt Suzuki. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, somebody's anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
The batter, shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
Standing in now, Charlie Culberson. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Is fastball that misses.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Still even at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And that one stayed too low apparently. Ryan Schimpf waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Into the box now, Ryan Schimpf. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Culberson aboard here at first with nobody out. Hot high in the air. Walker has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Danny Santana. Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Now back, designated hitter.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. taken by Walker. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the one. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Braves on top 2-1. So digging in now, Matt Duffy, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Chase Whitley takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. First pitch on its way. Slow roller out to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, first baseman, Jace Peterson.
Stepping into the box, Jace Peterson. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And as Yankees fans here on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as we are all knotted up at 2. Here's big Aaron Judge, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 takes this the other way to right. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
The 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are tied 2-2. Tommy Kingley takes the mound to start the 11th inning. In now, Lane Adams. He was a ground-out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Kingley, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Judge is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Here's Ender Inciarte. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Standing in, Ozzie Albies. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Striding in once again, Neil Walker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. Albies picks it up, and he'll throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Didi Gregorius. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Suzuki waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Brett Gardner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And the pitch. And this one runs up high, ball one. Skied into very shallow right. Santana moves over, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Now in the box, Freddie Freeman struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
Freddie Freeman.
From the stretch. Started that swing a bit too early.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. He'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Kurt Suzuki, 3 for 4 so far. Seeing it well in this ball game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Peterson backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. At the plate, Charlie Culberson, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hicks has a play, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Still 1 run can win. So